Who
That's no
cares?
problem. Nobody.
No
I mean,
problem. No, I don't get on here and fear to prove nothing to a black man because I think that
what's
black
wrong with
man is nothing.
proving something to a black man?
Because I
What's wrong
think
with?
that y'all are nothing. Y'all just want to
Oh
cheat
wow,
and do all kind
Lord
of the
have
stuff
mercy.
that you want. Don't take care of your children.
You sound
Don't
like you
do
hate
anything.
yourself, ma'am. You sound
No,
like you
I
hate
don't hate
yourself,
myself.
ma'am.
I love myself. I love my life.
Then,
Have a
then,
good night.
then
You can drop me.
Right here, right now, It's the right time, It's the right time, right now, right now, right now. Tell the whole pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down. Tell that nigga pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down, pipe down.
what up? What up? What up, people? We gotta have this discussion again. I didn't want to have to revisit it. But we gotta have this discussion again. Yes, sir. I didn't want to have to revisit it, but we gotta have this discussion again. So I just want to reiterate the points that we have here. I want to reiterate the points. So, point number 1, sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. Okay. Point number 2, high value men exercise options. Point number 3, women are already sharing men, so why not get the best man? All right. So, we are talking about modern dating. We're talking about the dynamics between men and women. Just want to make sure my AirPods are working here. Can y'all hear me? But you can join the live. Oh, I see my boy Matthew in there. Yeah, join the live, man. Let's talk about it. Let's get into it. This is going to be a lively discussion. My last one got taken down, unfortunately. I was going to upload it onto YouTube, but this time I'm just going to go straight live stream from YouTube to TikTok and do a screen recording thing. So we're going to try it. But yeah, definitely join the stream. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. She says, do I have a job? No, I don't have a job. I work for myself, ma'am. I'm an entrepreneur. So, yeah, so, I mean, you see the women already out here trying to discredit the Malcolms, okay? And I want to define what a high-value man is under the umbrella of a Malcolm, okay? There are 3 tiers to a Malcolm, all right? The number 1 tier is the massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. The mid-tier Malcolm is the mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. And the 3rd tier Malcolm is the medium, ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. All of these men fall under the high-value men category. The Malcolm tiers distinguish their actual attractiveness to the opposite sex. So, Matthew, my guy is in here. My guy Matthew, that's my guy. Yes, Kevin says Malcolms unite. Yes, Malcolms unite. Malcolms unite. Let's work. Okay. All the power is in the Malcolms' hands today. All the power is in the Malcolms' hand. The Malcolms do the hard jobs. That's what I say. Malcolms do the hard jobs. Y'all need to actually put y'all phones down. Come on, bruh. What are you talking about? You got your phone up in the comment section. So, oh Lord. Men can't determine high value men, only consumers can review goods. I mean, we already know what the women think. We already know that they're asking for the high value men. They just don't say high value men because they don't actually know how to define it their damn self. Yes, we have to go to this topic again because somebody actually, you know, I ain't gonna say what happened, but all I'm saying is we were not able to successfully render the live. Let's see. She says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing is what the Bible says. Oh, I mean, we could get into it because we could get into the Bible because the first example of polygyny in the Bible is actually in Genesis. So we can talk about it. I got my Bible right here. Let me get my family Bible. Yeah, y'all ain't know I had it pulled up. We got the African American Family Heirloom Bible, and we could go verse for verse on it. So, I mean, if you want to reference the Bible, I could show you the first example of polygyny in the Bible, okay? So, we got come on now. I mean, I'm not using the Bible. She's the one who referenced the Bible. I just brought it up because I can show you examples of polygyny in the Bible. I actually have my family heirloom Bible, and we actually have a family tree of the line of Seth. And, we're really breaking down the genealogy, but that's neither here nor there. A lot of people don't want to hear that. You reported the lie for what? I didn't even do anything. So join the live, join the stream. Let's talk about it. Yeah, the brother says polygyny is how the world is built and all through Christ's bloodline. Absolutely. The brother is absolutely right. Okay? The brother is absolutely right. Yes. Get help, go to therapy. What do I have to go to therapy for? What am I supposed to be therapized for? I mean, I really haven't done anything wrong, That's the issue. I really haven't done anything wrong, but everybody's talking about they're reporting the live. What did I do? I haven't even cursed. So, I mean, if you have disagreements, you can easily join the live. Okay, we got a guest up here.
Hello.
Let's work. What's up? Hey, how are you doing? Bean of Light. How are you doing this evening, ma'am?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm good.
I think these topics are interesting, so I'm just gonna go one by one. Number one, sexual access and sexuality is essential to a man's mental health.
Mm-hmm.
I will agree is essential to women as well, because we women just hide better we women get turned on too, but we hide it better in a way. However, is sexual variety is essential? I wouldn't agree. Just because there's just way too many STDs, diseases, and stuff like that you can.
No, but I mean, this argument is based off of all things being equal. Everybody, like the guy's checked out, she's checked out. We're assuming that everybody is Gucci. We're not talking about. This isn't a morality conversation. This is about the biology. This is about is sexual access and sexual variety essential to a man's mental health? I argue that it is.
No, I mean, like I said, I think it's fine as long as you take care of your body, as long as you're healthy, as long as you get your checkups. I mean, who am I to judge people who go to these parties or like what's the name of these parties where everybody has relationships like that? Like I wouldn't be that kind of person to do that, but I know there's people out there that probably do. And if that's their thing, and if that makes them happy, okay. But even in those parties, you have to go to certain rules to get some, just for everybody to be safe. And I think that's normal. I think that should be the standard of it.
Okay, I mean, I like your take. It was respectful. Where are you from, ma'am?
New York.
New York. Okay, we got New York in the building. So, I mean, when you said it's also essential to a woman's mental health, I would argue the opposite, actually.
How come?
Because I would say that, the more sexual partners a woman has, a lot of times it can be more damaging to her psyche than helpful.
Oh, stop.
No,
Oh,
I
I
mean
stop.
Agreed.
it's
I
the
It is
wouldn't
so
reality.
not.
I
Oh,
would
come on now. Oh, come on.
Especially when it
Look
comes from a
at you.
young
See
age.
It
now,
When it
here
hurts.
comes
It
comes
from a
the
hurts
young
your
cheating.
age, then it's
ability
even
to.
worse.
Yeah, it hurts your ability to eventually find a what they keep
Lord,
calling a
here we
forever
go.
person. It hurts your ability to find a husband and really have genuine attraction for him for the long term.
Here
well
we go.
I
Here
wouldn't
we go.
I I wouldn't necessarily agree. I used to working in women's nonprofit for many years. It's called Women Press Collective. We recently went to some kind of event that it was for like sexual survivors, women that working that kind of environment. And
So
basically,
so hold on. You worked with a nonprofit that works with intercourse workers. Essentially, is what you're saying.
yeah, that not in the course. We help women in general. We help women in general.
So you help streetwalkers, is what you're saying with
No,
your
not
nonprofit organization.
not street workers, women like working women, women in the office, women in the streets, every kind of woman. That's what
This
we
Oh,
is,
okay.
but he's not
So
talking
any
about that
woman.
though. See, he's not talking about that. This is what this
well
man's talking about. He's talking about
that's
being in a relationship and getting a pass to cheat. Yeah,
ma'am,
come
It,
on.
it, it's not a
if
pass,
you
ma'am. It's not a pass,
that's
ma'am. See, what I'm trying to explain to you is that it ain't no pass. This is not no asking for permission. This is the biology. Sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health.
well let me finish speaking because I did want to bring a point. We went to this event that was talking about women healthcare about that because a lot of people either we're curious, either we want to participate, either we just want to help these kind of women. And there was a survey. Some women do end up having a lot of mental health. However, some women don't. Is around 50-50 check.
Okay, yeah, but we're talking about high value men. We're talking about men who earn a lot of money. We're talking about guys who are high performing, high levels of attractiveness, physically and financially. We're talking about these types of men.
Wait, I thought we were still in the first conversation. Isn't the
Well, the ultimate point is to get to, um, the second and third point. So I mean, it's all encompassing. That first statement is all encompassing. Yes, to all men, sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. And then the second one, we're getting more categorical and saying, okay, high value men exercise options. And then we're going to the third point, which is women are already sharing men, so why not get with the best man?
well, continuing with the first conversation before going to the second and third. Sorry about that. Continuing to that conversation, there's also men that are promiscuous. There's also men that have gone through a lot of like sexual experience. Some of them are scarred. But how can you claim that when there's asexual people there's people that don't like having sex, that they are both men and women who don't feel the essential need to do that. So I don't think it's fair to say all men
Yeah, we're
require.
talking about we're pretty much talking about like in general normal people. Obviously, there are going to be some extenuating circumstances for each individual's lives, but in reality, let's keep it a buck. The reason why OF is so popping right now, the reason why all of these, the reason why the Hub is one of the most visited sites is because sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. A man is not going
It's
on the
not.
Hub. Hold on, excuse me. A man is not going on the Hub and looking for the same woman. No, every time he's looking for a different piece. All right, so that just shows you that sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. Now, what he would prefer to do is actually have a different woman to be able to choose from, but he may not have that ability to do so because he's not a high value man. So that is my overall point, is that we already know that the sexual access is essential to a man's mental health, but then we also know that the variety is essential to the man's mental health based off of what he does when he has the lack thereof that variety.
Can I say something? Please let me say something before I
Yeah,
forget.
Go ahead.
You know what? Let me tell you something. I was on your last show a couple of days ago, and I had to go, got an emergency phone call with your big old smile. Let me tell you, you do know you are full of shit. You are full of shit.
Excuse
You
me,
are.
ma'am. Excuse me,
Like
ma'am.
you said,
I need you.
you
I need you
can't.
to. Hold on, ma'am. I'm gonna respect you. You are an elder, but I need you to watch your language on my stream, ma'am. We
Oh,
can't
I
do
forgot.
that
My bad.
profanity. Yeah, you know, I want to have a respectful conversation. We don't do the profanity.
Um,
I didn't shush you. I shushed my dog. But let me tell you. Now, let's get to some technical things, okay? So last time, like I said, I had an emergency phone call. I had to go. And you said you don't like the same old poor nanny. Okay? You said it gets weak and it gets tired. Okay?
I didn't
And I
say
laughed
that. I
at
didn't
you.
say that,
Yes, you
ma'am.
did.
You're misquoting
Yes, you
me. You're
did.
misquoting me.
Well, I'm
No,
saying
you're
like what
misquoting
I
me. But
didn't
go
say
ahead.
like you said you got like it was the same old or something like that. Okay? And I told you you just want a day. Sorry, you just want a ticket to cheat. Now, there's men out there that's haven't cheated. Go look at that big old cheesy smile because you know I'm telling you the truth. You blame it on the women that the same old poor nanny. Well, why don't you become a freak and spice the crap up? You can't do that.
What?
You can't
No,
spice your love
ma'am.
life up to the same woman.
Ma'am, ma'am, this is not anything personal about me. This is about what men want. And I'm telling you, the sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. It's not about me here,
Mental
okay?
health, seriously. Mental
Yes,
health,
ma'am.
seriously.
Yes, ma'am. Mental health.
You so funny. You so funny.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
men in general,
I
you
was,
men
I
make up
was,
everything to get you some more poor nanny. Everything.
What?
You want Jane, Kim, and everything every damn day of the week. Well, you know what? Get your freaky on, honey. Because you just tell the truth. You guys want to cheat. Just be
Nobody
keeping
said
it
anything
100,
about
buddy.
cheating. Nobody said anything about
That
cheating. Ain't
is
nobody
cheating,
cheating.
though, Boogie.
Ain't, no, it's
That
not.
is cheating.
When you are in a consensual polygynous relationship, not
Oh,
polygamy,
nigga.
polygyny. No, not polygamy, not polygamous, polygynous, which means that it's only open on the man's side, not the woman's side. When you are in a consensual polygynous relationship, I mean, this is the reality. When you're in a consensual polygynous relationship, you are not cheating, ma'am. So, you know, we got to stop that.
Now I went to that because last time you said that you wanted your woman at home, and then you will go out and step out. Not step out. You didn't say that. My bad. But you said you wanted to go try some other. So I don't know. You're just switching up with your
No,
little
ma'am.
ass. Oh, sorry.
No,
My bad.
ma'am. I mean, I'm gonna tell you the ideal situation for every man. He has his main. Okay, he's got his main chick. His main chick is the recruiter to bring in the variety. The variety is not an ongoing thing. It is variety. Like I said, it's different women each time. His main chick is his main recruiter. That's the ideal situation.
so,
Oh,
wait,
so you want multiple women and so-called SA, so not SA, not like that, like AKA, my bad, AKA get a polygamy of whatever that relationship you just said, just to get some cheating going on. Oh, you're
It's
so
not
slick.
cheating. It's not
I
cheating.
know, but I'm just saying. I know that, but you guys want to get into that kind of stuff just to cheat. Oh, you so slick. That's what like
what?
whatever that the relationship is. I
So
can't pronounce
hold
it.
on. So I'm telling you right now, you're saying cheating and all this kind of stuff, but I'm gonna tell you right now, the reality is that in this world today, you have women who are in casual relationships with men and they're sharing these men already, like the third point says. So my point is, why are you sharing your body with a man who's not even doing anything for you? You might as well share with a man who is going to do something for you, and that is going to be a high value man. And because that high value man exercises options, you know, he is going to exercise those options.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm seeing that you have LED lights in your room. You're not a high value man. I have them too, so it's okay.
What's wrong with LED lights?
It's
LED
okay.
lights actually conserve energy.
I'm just saying, like
No, I'm
everybody
I'm
got
environmental
them.
friendly, ma'am. I'm
No,
environmental friendly. I
but
got
I can
LED lights
you
for a reason.
I can even tell like, you didn't even put them right. They're like all crooked. You can tell by the background that you're not a high value man. And I'm not trying to offend you. It's okay. It's okay. And I understand you want more
It doesn't
money.
matter. I mean, even if I was to say that I wasn't a high value man, it really doesn't matter whether I'm a high value man or not. I know what high value men want
Like,
because I'm a
but
man, man.
I understand, but
Excuse me.
what you're describing is a relationship like how Arab prince have. Like they have mad money, they can get all those women because they can
Yeah,
afford it, and they don't mind it because they there
I
for the
can afford
money.
it too, though, ma'am. You have no idea what's going on in my bank account,
I
ma'am.
I don't know about those LED lights. Like I don't think you can. To be honest with you, and that's okay. Look,
Oh,
I can look. I can show you. I can show you.
I can
I got
afford
them
it if she on
too.
the right
I
program.
got them
I can
Wait,
afford
too.
it if
excuse
she on
me.
the
I
May
got
I
right
them
say
program.
something?
too.
May I say something? May I say
There ain't
something?
nothing wrong with LED lights. I don't know what you're talking
Okay.
about.
Okay. May I say something, please? May I
I
say
got a
something?
question though, ma'am. Where's your husband? You got LED lights, but you ain't got no ring.
I got no ring. I mean, if your relationship, but that's okay, man. I'm not in a rush. What I'm trying to say, I know
So
I'm not. I'm
so
not.
you think you just have an open window to insult me, but then when I say it back, it's an issue.
No, I'm trying to say I know I am not a high value woman, and that's okay. That's
Okay,
okay.
I respect that.
That's okay. I know I'm not. I'm not for
But
everybody.
you said I'm not a high value man. How do you know that, ma'am?
Because of your LED lights. I'm telling you.
What's a high value man, ma'am? What's a high value man?
A high value man will not have LED lights. A high value man will be living in a mansion
Can you define
in
what a high value
Dubai,
man is, ma'am?
work in Wall Street, in a 28 floor apartment, in a suit. Not on TikTok right now, basically. Not on TikTok right now.
No, actually, ma'am, there are plenty of people who are earning money online using TikTok, using social media, as do I myself.
But
So,
it's not the same thing. You know that. Come on, let's
oh
be
no, it
honest.
is the same thing. And you know why? Because I have other business endeavors. You don't even know what I got going on, but you're assuming based off of what? LED lights?
Hello. May
I
I
am
ask a
assuming
question?
because if you were a high
Go
value
ahead.
man, you already been
All
you
right,
already be that
Being of light.
space.
All right, being of light. Let somebody else get a word in. Gwen, let's go.
I
What
mean,
you
Hi.
got to
I
say?
Hi.
really don't
How are
want to
you?
offend you.
Excuse me, being of
Wait a
light.
minute.
Excuse me, being of light. Excuse me, being. Excuse me, being. You sound like you off the bean. You sound like you off the bean. You sound like you off the bean. You got to calm down, baby. You sound like you off the bean, ma'am. All
Wait.
right, Gwen. Gwen, you have the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah. Thank you. She's funny. But at any rate, first of all, can you explain to me what is a high value man? First of all, I'll let you go, and then I'll give you my opinion.
All right, so if you're just now joining the stream, I am going to define what a high value man is. So, a high value man is an umbrella term. So, a high value man encompasses three different tiers of men, and I'm going to explain to you how, okay? So, a high value man is a guy who makes over six figures. That's one, okay? Because that puts you in the top 15% of earners, ma'am, okay? The second metric for a high value man is having a peer group, okay? A network of other high value men around you, okay? So that is the acceptance of other high value men or high value men, okay? The third level is hold on, let me add somebody else to the group really quickly. Oh, Bean of Light just dropped off. All right, so the third level of what encompasses a high value man is having respect from your peer group, okay? Not only having the network, but having the respect from other high value men. So, so that is the umbrella term. Now, there are three tiers to high value men, okay? The first tier of high value men, we use the acronym Malcolm, okay? Remember this acronym, Malcolm. The first tier of
Okay.
high value men is a first tier Malcolm. That is a massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. The second tier of high value men is a medium or mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. This is the average man, okay? The average attractiveness for the man, okay? The third tier is the medium ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. This Malcolm, he has the lucrative part, okay? He has the high value part, but he's just not physically attractive, okay? So there are three tiers to the Malcolms. There's a massively attractive Malcolm, there's a mildly attractive Malcolm, and then there's a medium ugly Malcolm. But all of them are lucrative, communicative, operational, and likable men.
Thank you for explaining that to me. Now, here's what I want to say. Now, I'm a woman, as you can tell, and I can consider myself as have a high value because I make over six figures.
How old are you, ma'am? No. It doesn't work that way.
Wait.
Yeah,
okay, how old am I?
It doesn't work the same way.
I'm going to tell you.
It doesn't work the same way for men and women.
What? Can I finish? I'm 29 years old. Okay. I went to Harvard. I went to Harvard University. I make six figures.
Hold on.
Okay?
You went to Harvard? You went to Harvard?
Yes. And let me finish.
Don't cap.
Only thing. No, I don't have to cap. No, you don't want to believe
Show me your diploma. Show me your diploma. I'll show you my diploma. We'll go diploma for diploma.
Can I finish?
I graduated from the University of Georgia.
Okay. Oh my God.
You went to Harvard, though, ma'am.
This is the argument that I always have with black men, because when black women come out strong on y'all can't handle it. Y'all cannot handle it.
No. I need proof, ma'am.
Can I
need
finish?
Proof. This ain't no black. I didn't even know that you was black, ma'am. Here's my diploma. Where's yours? Let's go diploma for diploma.
Can I
Show me that you went to Harvard and you can finish. Show me you went to Harvard. Prove to Harvard.
I didn't come over here and fin and prove my life to you. I just came on there and have a conversation and ask you what is the high value man.
Speaking on, I don't know if you have credentials to be claiming that you're high value when you lied about going to Harvard.
I can say that I'm high value because you know something.
Diploma for diploma, ma'am.
That's what all of you black men want to say. You just want a ticket
Show me the proof.
Cheat. That's it. You just want a ticket to cheat. And that's for weak women. That's for weak women. They cannot take a strong woman. They cannot take it. And that's all I'm going to say to you. I didn't come over here and prove my life, show you what I got. I just told you who I am. And who I am is who I am.
It's cap, though.
Thank you.
But let me ask you this. You said it's for weak women.
That's your prerogative. Okay. If you want to say that I cap, you can go ahead and say whatever you want, sir, because that doesn't intimidate me. Respectfully, you know what? Have a good night, because all you black men is the same way.
You sound like you're 40, not 29. Respectfully,
really?
I mean, you do sound older. I'm not gonna lie. And then the fact that you won't show me your diploma kind of gives me
really.
I mean, I told you we could go diploma for diploma.
That's nothing that you showing me. What is that? That's nothing that you showing me.
I showed you my degree, ma'am. You
didn't show me anything but a black piece of paper. With a black piece of paper. That's all you.
This ain't no black piece of paper.
I'm not trying to put my business out in the street. I'm not trying to put my business in the street because you got all kind of people.
You went to Harvard, ma'am.
Yes, I did.
You went to Harvard, ma'am.
Yes, I did.
So
thank
show
you.
me the diploma.
Have a great night.
Please,
I'm not trying to fin and prove nothing to you.
Show me the diploma, ma'am, or it's cap. And everybody's going to know that you're capping.
She's good. Who cares?
Okay. All right.
Who cares? Who cares? Who cares?
No problem. Nobody.
No problem. No, I don't get on here and fin and prove nothing to a black man, because I think that
what's wrong with proving something to a black man?
Because I think that y'all are nothing. Y'all just want to cheat and do all kind of stuff that you want. Don't take care of your children.
You sound like you hate yourself, ma'am. You sound like you hate yourself.
No, I don't hate myself. I love myself. I love my life. Have a good night. You can drop me. I'm trying to get off your page.
No, you better drop yourself, ma'am, because, I mean, it sounds like you hate yourself. Honestly, she listen to all that, man. And they talking about, I'm a bad person, I'm the this, I'm the that. Did you hear what she had to say about black men? See, that's exactly why men like us are on here talking these conversations out, because we deserve more. Black men deserve more. Did y'all hear what she thought about black men? A brother who just showed her diploma. I said we could go diploma for diploma, ma'am. I said we could go for diploma. She wouldn't even show me the proof that she went to Harvard. She's cap. This is what we talking about. This is what we talking about.
Hello,
the
good
magic
evening.
maker, you have the floor. Good evening.
Go ahead. I'm after you.
So I heard your description of the high value man, and maybe I missed it, but I didn't hear anything about said man, his character. I heard him being likable, lucrative, having a community of men that are also likable and lucrative, but are they good people? Are they kind?
So this man that you're describing, he's a high value Malcolm, okay? A high value man is a Malcolm, and depending on the tier of Malcolm is going to give you the character most likely, okay? The massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, he's going to be a little more arrogant. He's going to have a little more swag. He's going to move a little bit more with some bravado, with bigger confidence. He's going to move with that what y'all call BD energy, okay? That BD energy. That's how that massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man is going to move, because he's been having it. He's been having his way since, you know, he was a young man, because he won the genetic lottery, okay? That's where you get your Wizard Kelly archetypes and whatnot, okay? Now the massively attractive, or the mildly attractive second tier Malcolm, the mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, he's going to be a little more humble. He's going to know his value. He's going to know his worth. He's going to be more average in, you know, just personability, his you know, social acumen, whatnot. He's not an extrovert. He's not some guy who's going to get in your face and shake hands. He's more of a behind the scenes guy, okay? But then we have the third tier Malcolm, which is the medium, ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. See, this guy, he got it out the mud. He's never been attractive to women, so he's the nicest Malcolm. But either way, he is a high value Malcolm, which means that he is going to exercise options. Now the exercising the options is based off of the tier of Malcolm that he is. So if he's a mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, he's going to be a good man. He's going to be with you majority of the time. He might have stepped out, or he might step out once or twice, but he's still good to you, treating you well, treating you nice, whatever, okay? The massively attractive Malcolm, oh, he gonna do what he want. He gonna step big, he gonna step heavy, and he's not gonna apologize for the way that he moved, because he gonna be like, hey, you signed up for it. Now, the medium, ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, he has the least chance and risk of cheating, but he is not conventionally physically attractive.
I hear the generalization, but everyone is still different, uniquely.
Where do you get these Malcolms from? Honestly,
where do I get the Malcolms from? So the Malcolms are the everyday guys. The Malcolms are the construction workers. The Malcolms are the guys who work at the water plant. The Malcolms are the guys who work at the poultry. Okay, the Malcolms are the everyday guys who are making good money. Okay. The guys who aren't too flashy. They ain't rocking Audemars baguettes and walking around the streets and acting a darn fool and trying to scam and do all this extra stuff. The Malcolms are working the hard jobs. That's what a Malcolm is.
That is true, but at the same time,
that's not true. That's still a generalization. There's a construction worker somewhere right now that's arrogant as shit, like he's top tier making 6-7 figures. Everybody is different.
I was gonna have to say before getting interrupted, that is true. But at the same time, if you were a high top Malcolm, I really think that the possibility of you being in TikTok talking about high value men is very low. You're probably already married. You're probably already sad. Like men,
I'm 27 years old. I'm not married. I am. I mean, look, you can look me up. I'm easily findable. You can look me up. You can look at my resume. I understand. I make good money, ma'am. I'm not worried. I'm not hurting for nothing.
But I'm trying to speak as a woman. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just trying to speak as a woman.
No, but you're saying, I highly doubt that. Hold on, excuse me, ma'am. You're saying, I highly doubt that you're a Malcolm, whatever. If I wasn't a Malcolm, I wouldn't have the free time to do this. This is what you got to understand. When you are a Malcolm and you can take control of your life, and you become an entrepreneur, you have free time to get on TikTok and talk about what the Malcolms want.
Dude, what are you talking about? Anybody can go on TikTok after work. After 6 o'clock is a free kingdom.
I don't work, ma'am. I work for myself.
Okay, well, that's good. But at the same time, it's like if you're really that high...
And my business is flourishing.
if you're
You
really
can
that high
you
top
can go
tier
look at
man.
my you can go look at my Instagram, Real Hungry Investor. I sold $40,000 worth of real estate last month.
Okay, so if
We're
you're really
Malcolming, ma'am. Hold on, ma'am. We are Malcolming over here. We're Malcolming.
okay, if you're that high value man that you say you are, then where's your woman? Because if I were, if
She's
I
on the
saw a
way,
guy like
ma'am.
that,
She's
if I
on
saw
the way
a
with
guy like that,
dinner.
if I
She's on
saw
the
a guy
way.
like,
She got the oven preheated, ma'am. She's
all
got
I'm
the oven
saying,
preheated.
all I'm
My
saying,
woman.
if I saw a man like that and I'm a high value woman or a woman that you want, I will immediately go on you. Like I immediately snatch you. And I'm
No,
gonna say
ma'am. I'm gonna tell you. This is the difference. See, beautiful women move differently in the presence of a Malcolm. That's just the reality. Because they're looking to impress the Malcolm. That's why when you go into the club, you see all the women gathering around the section. Why? Because those men have resources. So you're not going to get much attitude and much vibrato out of those women on the initial link. If we were to meet in person, I'm telling you right now, ma'am, you would not be on that type of time.
yes,
it would be nothing but love and respect.
Yes, but like it also has to do with how much money you're making, how good looking you are. Because
so is that all a man amounts to? The amount of money that he's making?
No, I wouldn't.
In your eyes, for you to respect him, does the man have to make 6 figures for you to even respect him?
No, I wouldn't agree to that because right now I'm in a 5-year relationship. My boo was unemployed. He recently got employed, but he was unemployed for like.
So hold on. So your man is unemployed, but you over here talking about how much money I'm making. You need to go help your man get a bag.
He already. That's what I said. He got employed recently, so I'm happy for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you better hope that he starts to, so he can't get fired again. Start being his own boss, like Dame Dash said.
Yeah, like I think that's everybody's goal. However, what I'm trying to say.
So how old is your man? How old is your man?
28.
And how old are you?
26.
Bro, you ain't no 26. Stop lying.
I'm 26.
You ain't 26, ma'am.
I'm 26.
Ma'am, you sound like you smoke 26 cigarettes a day, ma'am. You ain't no 26. Come on. Stop it.
I was born with like a raspy voice. It's not my fault. That's just how I was born.
Ma'am, you are not 26. Do not lie to me. I seen you cam up, ma'am. You're 46 or something. You ain't no damn 26.
I'm 26. I don't know what else to tell you. People don't look the same.
Okay. All right. You looked a little more auntie. You was giving auntie vibes a little earlier. I ain't gonna lie. I guess the hair threw me off.
It's fine. It's fine. I did not do my hair. I do not have shame. Like
this is what I'll say, ma'am. This is what I'll say, ma'am. When I talk about women being attracted to Malcolms, I'm talking about women who are, conventionally attractive, women who keep their body in shape, okay? Women who are youthful, okay? Women who are feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. So these are the women that are willing to share the Malcolms.
Yes, because those are the women who want you for your money, not for who you are. That is what we can tell you.
No, ma'am. Do
you really
make up your mind.
Look at the woman in the picture that you're having right now. You think none of these women have makeup? None of these women go to the nail salon? None of these women go and exercise and all of that thing doesn't afford? That takes money. For a woman to look like that takes money. And if you are really a Malcolm,
what's your point?
You really don't want the type of woman, you gotta have that money.
No, I'm gonna tell you this, okay? You don't need money to get women. That's not the point of this. You don't need money to get women. Women, I mean, you said it yourself. You was dating an unemployed guy, so you don't need money to get women. That's false, okay? What you need is charisma.
Yeah.
Okay? You need to be able to hold conversations. You need to be interesting. You need to be spontaneous. You need to be attractive in some sense. Sometimes you don't always have to be attractive to get women. Because, I mean, you don't have to be attractive to get unattractive women.
That is true. But in the same time, when you're talking about the woman I feel like you're talking about the woman that you have in your background picture, right? And those kind of women, they need money. I trust me. I know they need money. And how I know? Because I'm not that kind of person.
And
I
I
have
have no
friends that are
problem.
like,
I have
I
no
have
problem
friends.
giving my woman money. I have no problem providing for my woman. Men are expected to provide for their women. So I'm trying to figure out what your point is here, ma'am.
The point is that when you say high value man exercise option, is not really an option when the only option you have is women chasing you for your money. You understand?
It doesn't matter how they come, ma'am. It really doesn't. It matters what they do in my presence. That's really all. I don't know why. I don't care why you're here as long as you acting right while you're here. See, that's the difference between men and women. We're not into the oh, why is she here? Why she look? We like, okay, if you are acting right in my presence, that's all I need. When you're gone from me, you can do whatever the hell you want.
Yes,
That's
but
how high value men have that abundance mindset,
yeah,
ma'am. So we ain't worried about why she here. We just worrying about when she leaving.
yes, but the thing is, you're saying that high value men need like these three things, right? Sexual access. You want variety. No woman is going to allow you to have variety if you don't have money. I'm sorry,
I know
this is
that's the
true.
point. That's why we said high value men exercise options, and women actually will allow you to have variety if you don't have money as well. But it's easier to
No,
run that play. No, yes they will, because you have women today who are sharing men. They're in casual relationships, and these men have access to their bodies, and they also have variety because they have access to other women. So women are like my third point says, if you can't read it, it says women are already sharing men, so why not get the best man?
but that's very different. That's either A, they are very insecure of themselves and they're letting
So
a man that don't love them to run them over, or second, they just don't
it's just
care. They
casual
don't need
intercourse, ma'am.
relationships.
It's it's just casual. It's hookup culture, ma'am. It's hookup culture. Have you ever heard of it? Ain't you 26? You supposed to be a Gen Zer, right?
Okay, then say that on your life. Why don't you just put hookup culture? That will make thousand more times sense. Like
No,
I don't.
no,
I'm not.
that's what I'm saying. Number three is hookup culture. Women are already sharing men, so why not get the best man? The logic behind this, and I hope you comprehend this because this is not a complex idea, but you're making it complex. Okay, here's
Oh,
the
okay.
idea. Hold on,
Be-
excuse me, ma'am. Hold on, excuse me, ma'am. Don't do that. Come on now. Let's work. Let's work. Let me walk it down for you. Then I'll give you a chance to respond. Women are already sharing men, so why not get the best man? If you, as a woman, are giving your body to men in casual relationships and you are not requiring commitment from him, you are sharing that man because he's not exclusive to you and he's going and dealing with other women. That in and of itself is non-monogamy, okay? Hookup
but
culture is excuse me, ma'am, don't interrupt me. I promise I won't interrupt you. Hookup culture is non-monogamy, okay? So if you're having casual intercourse, if you have friends with benefits, if you are doing the sneaky link, if you have an entanglement, you are participating in non-monogamy, okay? So that goes to my point. The point number three, women are already sharing men, so why not get the best man? If you're willing to share the most sacred thing about yourself, which is your inner guts, okay? Your body, you're sharing your body with this man and you're not requiring anything from him. Why are you mad that, now you get with a guy who's doing everything for you? He's checking off all the boxes. He's fulfilling all your emotional, financial, and sociological needs. Why are you not extending him the same grace that you are for these other men who you're just letting pap for the free ski?
that's not the best man though. Like why? Oh, first of all, women who are sharing men are not the best woman, and the best men are not gonna be with a woman that share men like that. So your logic doesn't apply here. It doesn't make sense.
Actually, the high earning men, they exercise options. That's the reality. The richest men exercise options. Can you refute that, ma'am?
Yes, because they rich, they got money, they can do whatever they
Okay, that's the
want.
point. That's the point. When you make over six figures, you're richer than 85% of the population in the world, ma'am. Well, in the US, it's 85. In the world, it's even more. So when
Yes,
you
but
make that type of money, then you exercise options.
that's not the best man because you're using money to
So who's the
mask
best
it.
man? No, you're
Hey,
not
but
using the money.
you
You're not
you're
using
using
the money.
you're
No,
using money.
it's not about using the money. It's about the status and the social acumen and the business acumen that you have created for yourself and the network of other high value men that you've created for yourself. Your status, your presence when you walk in a building, the reality that when you walk into a building and you know the manager, you know the owner, you know the door guy, that speaks volumes when you are, courting a woman, does it not? If you go out and you're with a man, hold on. If you go out and you're with a man and you see him and he knows a lot of guys who are working in the venues that you guys go to, like say you go to a restaurant and he's chopping it up with the manager. He knows the manager. He has a working relationship with the manager at a 5-star restaurant. Wouldn't you say, hey, this guy, he's about something. He has a network of other high value men around him. That in and of itself is attractive to women, right or wrong?
That itself is a problem that a lot of men have. Yeah, use your money to mask your bad personality. And is it true, baby? Like, is it true?
Nobody's using money. I just told you that he used his network in this scenario. You didn't even answer my question.
Yeah,
Hold on, excuse me. Let me let the other sister get in here. Cute Angel. Cute Angel. What say you? What say you on these 3 points?
So, yeah, I was wondering, like, just reading number 1, like how. Sorry, I heard. I'm outside in my car. I thought I heard something, but
right.
I was
Head on a swivel.
I was thinking. I was thinking like how sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. Like, what does that do for a man's mental health necessarily? Like.
Okay, so like the first statement says sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. Now, do you believe that the first phrase, sexual access, is essential to a man's mental health?
Yes. Yeah.
So you do agree that sexual access is essential to okay. Well, then that also comes with sexual variety because men, we like variety, okay? Men are naturally polygynous creatures, okay? We enjoy having variety, multiple women. It is biologically ingrained in us.
How do you know that?
Well, men have higher testosterone, and then you can also look at the behaviors of men, okay? If you look at, and I made this point earlier, but if you look at consumption of, adult films and whatnot, men are not looking at the same video over and over again. What are they doing? They're looking for the newest, hottest girl. That just shows in and of itself. Just like why you think a lot of these OF women are, going up, blowing up financially. It's a lot of these same men on multiple women's accounts paying for monthly subscriptions. Why? Because they want variety. They just can't access that variety if they're not high value.
So it sounds like you're jumping around a lot, kind of. Like, I'm listening to what you're saying. It's just like, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like you're jumping kind of like here, there, and there. So, like...
Where did I jump, man? What are you not understanding?
No. Just hear me out. So how we are naturally, like biologically, how it's ingrained in us from our ancestors.
Juicy, you need to fix your mic, Juicy, because your joint sound like it's a trap phone. Go ahead, Angel.
Yeah.
What you mean fix my mic?
That it's giving a lot of feedback. So maybe you're listening to something in the background, or maybe you got the stream playing in the background, but it's giving a lot of feedback. Sounds like a trap phone.
It's definitely not a trap phone. It's an iPhone, baby. But I'm on your live.
Well, welcome to the live. What do you have to say about the 3 points here?
I mean, I'm just confused. Are you trying to justify anything here, or do you just want to...
No, I'm just pointing out biological facts. I'm pointing out biological facts.
But are they actually like biologically facts? Because
Yes,
I
ma'am.
feel like a man doesn't need variety women. Like I don't think a man needs multiple women to be happy.
So let me ask you this: do you wear wigs?
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm just asking you. Just answer the question. Do you wear wigs?
Yes, I do wear wigs.
Do you have
I do
multiple
not.
wigs?
I do have multiple wigs.
No.
Do you have different color wigs?
That doesn't change my face.
No,
or who the fuck I
ma'am.
am.
No, ma'am. So do you have different color wigs?
He's
And
trolling
please watch
you.
the profanity. Please watch the profanity.
Oh, okay.
Please watch the profanity.
My thing is, no. Can I finish saying what I'm finna say?
No. Because my point is important. Hold on. My point is. Hold on, ma'am.
Women.
You can't. No, ma'am. You can't do this. Okay. Don't point. My point is that just like you want multiple wigs to give different looks, it's giving this person. It's giving that person. You're trying to give different looks. Okay. Men, we want variety. So if you ever see women dressing up in costumes in the bedroom and doing all this other stuff, they're doing that because they know instinctually that they have to feed the man's
all right.
sexual appetite because of variety. So do you have a man? Do you have a man, ma'am? Do you have a man?
I don't want a man because all y'all proceed to do this.
Okay, so hold on. So you said you don't want a man because all the men proceed to do this. And what is do this, ma'am?
Y'all try to justify why y'all can't be loyal and single.
Okay.
Loyal to one woman.
So doesn't that prove my point?
Doesn't
that prove my point? Doesn't that prove my point that sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health?
No.
Because in your own life,
Actually, no, it doesn't.
Because in your own life, you see the results that you talking about. Oh, well, I don't have a man because all these men can't be faithful, and then you see the men in your own life. Okay, so you're actually proving my point then. I'm not saying what's right or wrong. I'm saying sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. I'm not on any side of the balance beam, ma'am. I'm standing on the middle and standing on the reality.
Host, I do have a question for you, and I hope
yes,
I'm respectful. Okay, let's say I agree with you with all these points, right? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I see
having
myself
15
with
wives on the beach.
No, I see myself with multifamily developments. I see myself with even more properties than I already have. I see myself being very successful.
When it comes down to relationships, how do you see yourself?
I see myself in the relationship that I'm in now.
Okay. Do you understand though that because of you having multiple partners in your youth, women later on might feel like you're
they won't, ma'am.
Might feel like you're not loyal enough for you to be with them in a serious relationship?
Okay, so let me ask you this: Do you care about? Does body count matter?
Body count matters depending on the person that you're with.
No. Does body count matter?
It matters depending on the person that you're with. I don't care about it.
No, ma'am.
I feel like
so you don't care. Hold on. So you said you don't care about body count. So wouldn't you kind of assume that other women probably don't care about body count?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say. But like the
okay. So ask me if I care about body count. Ask me if I care about body count.
Hopefully not, because since you're going out there.
No, you're wrong. Yes, ma'am, I do.
Oh,
yes, ma'am,
God.
I do.
Why? But you're driving yourself into this loop that you're gonna find yourself later on in life, and you're gonna be like, why cannot I get a woman? It's because of that.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not how it works for men, ma'am. Ma'am, if you are a high value man, if you are a high value man, you fall under this umbrella of a Malcolm, a massively attractive, mildly attractive, or medium ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man, you gonna get what you want, point blank. It doesn't matter. It's not a matter of, I can't find a woman. It's a matter of which one is the right one, because you're gonna have
Yes,
abundance, you're gonna have variety if you're a high value man. That's the reality.
but you see how you keep using variety and abundance
No,
as like
I have a
tools
question for
rather than
you.
your own personality
I
and
have a
your own
question. I haven't
morals.
spoke yet. Can I ask a question?
Yes, ma'am. You can ask a question.
Do you consider yourself a high value man?
From the objective metrics, yes, which I already
Why?
described. Okay, so high value men, we have to go through it again. High value men is an umbrella term, okay? So what does the umbrella term encompass in the high value man, all right? A high value man is a man who makes over 6 figures a year. That puts you in the top 15% of earners in the United States, and the top 5% of earners, or 10% of earners in the world, okay? Second, a high value man has a network of other high value men that he can go to for business, okay? And the third one is that he has the respect from those high value men, okay? So there are 3 tiers to a high value man, and these tiers determine his physical attractiveness, all right? So the first tier of high value men is a Malcolm. Remember this acronym, a Malcolm, all right? And the first tier is a massively attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. Now, the second tier of a Malcolm is a mildly attractive, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. The third tier of Malcolm is a medium, ugly, lucrative, communicative, operational, likable man. So I would consider myself a second tier Malcolm. Yes, ma'am. So I do.
Wait, so we're basing the value of a man based off of how much he's earning and his
So
physical
do you?
appearance here.
Yeah, when it comes to dating, yes. When it comes to
So
dating, absolutely.
you're saying that you make 6 figures?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh wow.
That's
Okay.
My
that's
main question is, if
that's
you
like
feel like you can have multiple women, would you mind if your women decided, like, hey, I want a man on the side then? How would that make you feel? You wouldn't mind?
It wouldn't make me feel any type of way, ma'am. It would make her single.
Exactly. So why do y'all steady feel like y'all can do something a woman cannot do? Like, that's just
because men and women are different, ma'am. Men and women are different, ma'am.
Not so
That's
much.
why.
But
We're not so much
also,
different though.
can I say this? Hold on. A high value man is not on TikTok arguing with women about
Here
his
we go.
status.
that's what I've been saying.
Here we go. I'm not arguing
And
about
nor
my
do they,
status.
and nor
I'm
do
not
they
arguing
wear,
about my status,
and nor
ma'am.
do they
There is
wear,
no argument. It's an objective fact.
nor do they wear juvenile hairstyles and be on the internet in a tank top.
Really, they don't.
No, they don't. I
Okay.
make 6
Well, I
figures,
mean,
and so do my man. And
you don't make more than me.
that's a lie.
But
No, it ain't.
That's a
No,
lie.
it ain't.
The one house I live in costs more than what you probably make in a month.
Ma'am, I have multiple houses, but that's neither here nor there. Okay, you live in a house. I'm making revenue off of a house. We're not the same.
I have more than one property. No, we're not the same. We're definitely not the same.
Nope. That's the point. Men and women are different.
Like I said, my man is a high value.
Is your man a high value man?
Absolutely.
How much does he make annually?
I'm not saying what my husband makes on the internet.
Why not? Nobody knows you, ma'am. You just asked me how much I made. Why can't you?
No,
speak
I
for your
said, do you
husband?
consider yourself a high value man?
And then I
Trust
gave
me.
you the
Well,
metrics of what a high
believe
value
me
man
that he
is.
makes over 200,000.
Do you make more than your man? Do you make more than your man?
No, I make
So then why you say you
I
make
make
more
about
than me? I make more than
150.
200,000. I make more than your man though. So why you say you make more than me?
No, you don't.
All right. Does anybody else have anything to say?
Yeah. So
Yes.
how are men and women different as far as like, because when she was asking you about like if a woman could have somebody on the side and you're like, no, she would be considered single at that point. Like, so you can have men. It's essential to men's mental health to have sexual variety, but if a woman, because the only reason I agreed that, well, no, that's not the only reason. But what I'm thinking when you say, sexual access is essential to a man's mental health, it is also like, in a relationship, that's an important thing, like intimacy, sex, all of that. So, but because you can have sexual variety with each other, like that's what different positions
No,
and
you
different
can't. No, you
ideas
can't,
and
ma'am. No,
different
no, no,
categories
no.
and
What does
stuff,
variety mean? What does variety mean?
I would love to speak and answer her question.
What does variety mean, ma'am?
Various amount of like
Variety means different, okay?
Can
yeah,
I
you
say
can do
something?
different things with sex. Like
When you get a variety pack of M&Ms, does it come with one color or does it come with a whole bunch of different colors?
you get different colors, but
All
so
right.
in that sense, I don't think that sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health necessarily. Even though you say it's biologically ingrained in us, like I do believe that like because I mean there's different because we're technically animals or whatever mammals. Like there are other animals too that they different animals you can just think of one like gorillas.
Okay, can I ask you a
Something
question?
like they, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I? Or you mentioned gorillas because you're going into animals. I understand exactly what you're about to say. Does a gorilla have more than one woman that he mates with?
Yeah, so I was about to say like different animals, they have like different ways that they go about like their
What
relationships. So like with
what about
gorillas,
a?
it
Let's
will
ask
just
a
be
real.
like
Let's ask
Hold
even
on,
a realer question. Her name is
hold
Angel,
on.
right?
yeah.
Hold on. I'm. Go ahead.
Let me just ask you this one question, Angel. Would you rather have one good man that meets all your needs, or would you rather have multiple good men?
I would only want one good man.
Exactly my point. And every
Yep.
girl would answer that question the exact same. You guys don't desire multiple men.
That's not your biological hardwiring.
Men desire multiple women. Now, here's the reality. The reality is, are there men out there that is okay with monogamous? Yes.
Yes.
But the reality to that is, because most men also understand that we are not capable of getting multiple women. Either we're not high value, we don't have the income that supports that, we don't have the looks for it. So the reality is we settle for monogamy because that's all we can get. But if you were to give the man the option, if God said, hey, all men come here, I'll give you the option to be monogamous, or I'll give you the power to have multiple women. If that was the decision that he gave for all men to have, we would all choose multiple women.
Yep.
The reality is
that's the truth.
all know we can't have it.
And that's the
we
truth.
That's like monogamy.
That's like asking a man, will money change you? The answer, technically speaking, money doesn't essentially change you, but how do you know what $100 million will really do to you? Because before I had $100 million, I wasn't driving a Lamborghini. Before I had $100 million, I wasn't living in a $100 million home. So when people say, oh, well, I know man will just be with one woman, no, he won't. He's telling you what you want to hear so he can get what he wants from you.
Yep.
Understand, you want that honesty, but you truly don't want the honesty of what this man gonna say, because you're gonna go off and, well, I think it should be like this. It's not about what you think though. Well, I feel it should be like this. Those are subjective. So it cannot possibly be about what you feel neither. So you have to understand what you're asking for. The problem is what you're asking for, there's nothing wrong with what you're asking for, but you don't want to accept the consequences of what you're asking for. See, men, we can accept that. Okay, I want to deal with this woman, but she got a baby. It's not my baby, but I want to deal with this woman. So before I decide to make the decision to label her, let me at least see her reason why she's a single mother. But that's not what y'all women is doing nowadays. So you have to understand, like, men, truthfully, all men are prone to cheating. Not saying that you can't find a man who won't do it, but like he said, if you find a man who is willing to settle for that, it's something wrong with that situation. Either A, he's not making the quota, he may not be attractive, he don't feel the height requirement for whatever odd reason, like we control our height,
or he has low
self-esteem
about himself, and he understands that he is not. He understands that he is not. He doesn't have the options to be able to to be able to have multiple women. So he's going to care more for you because he can't replace you.
He doesn't have a choice. Now, what I'm not saying is this. I'm not telling women out here, oh, well, you should just follow every man you meet. No, because I understand, and women get mad when I say this, because I understand women are impressionable by default. And that's not a bad thing that you're impressionable by default. That means you have the capability to learn massive things on one level. That means you can become the jack of all trades in this perfect form. However, you are following the wrong suit of people. And that is where you can fall short. If I follow a blind person, he tell me he gonna lead me down the path of light, nigga, how you know? You can't even see. So how do I trust you to lead me anywhere? So if you a female, you choosing to deal with a man who's out blatantly say, well, I ain't about to work for nobody, or I ain't about to do this. Okay, so this is the man you choose to follow. So if you choose to follow that man, then you can't say, well, oh, this and that. No, you have to understand, by default, yes, you are impressionable. It's not a bad thing. You just chose to be impressionable by the wrong person. Because the right type of man has boundaries, standards, and rules that most people, especially women, they don't like following rules because y'all make y'all own. Not saying there's anything wrong, but this is the stage that is set. So now that the stage is set, it's like, again, we don't control the dating and sex world. We control who we marry, who we decide to make a wife. That is how much power a man has in that situation.
Watch
But
this here. In America, having multiple wives is illegal.
Yes, unless you're Mormon.
Now imagine if it was legal to have multiple wives. Do you know who would be the most powerful being in America? A black man, because a black man is the most desired.
Facts. Look, people look about, even when it comes down to the multiple wives, again, I'm not trying to coach nobody into nothing. What you believe in is solely what you believe in. I'm not knocking you for it. But when it comes down to it, I tell people, look at your history. Stop saying it doesn't matter. Stop saying you don't care. These things play a heavy bond in who we are today. There is not a time in Black history that we as a people had one man to one wife, unless, like he said, a man was not of a certain status to have it. That's European history.
Yeah.
That one man to one wife.
Yeah, let me ask Acute Angel a question though. So Acute Angel, are you single? Are you in a relationship?
Yeah, I'm in a relationship.
Okay, and for your ideal man, what does he have to look like? Okay, let's start off with how much money does he have to make? Your ideal man, not your current boyfriend. Your ideal man.
Yeah. He just has to.
What's the average yearly income?
No, just let her answer what she wants.
Yeah, like
what do you want your man to make?
He just has to have a job, maybe, like, I don't know. It depends, because it depends on what he needs for himself. Like.
No, but how much do you want him to make to support you and potentially, a baby in a white picket fence?
That's why I asked how much would he have to make on a yearly income base. How much does a man have to make for you to want, like, a yearly income base? That's 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, 60,000. Those numbers. How much on a yearly base would a man have to make? Would you desire for him to have to make for you to really want to build and deal with him? That is the question.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would just say about 60,000. The only reason I say that.
Say what you really want now. Say what you really want.
No, say what you really want. Say the truth. Say the truth.
Like here
your ideal man. This is your dream man. This is your forever person. Your end game. Your ideal man. You want him at the end of the day. You want him to make $60,000 a year for the rest of his life. This is for the rest of his life.
Listen, don't attack me, but
starting to finish.
I honestly don't even really know, like, as far as like going up 60, 70, 80,000, like what exactly that provides. Like, all I know is.
Well, let me ask you this.
Like,
hold
on. Before you ask her that, hold on, Sam. Before you ask her that was the best answer I've ever heard a woman give. And the reason why I'm saying that's the best answer is because I've heard outrageous numbers.
Okay, well now.
Yeah, I was just recently watching a video with some crazy.
That's a pretty decent number, because it's a realistic number that
it's realistic.
Yes. But let me ask you this question: how much of the bills are you willing to pay? What percentage of the bills are you willing to pay?
Off of a $60,000 a year salary, off of a $60,000 what a person would averagely make. Well, that's above average. So off of $60,000 a year, how much of them bills do you plan on covering? Because understand, bills get high.
Yeah.
Kids is expensive.
No. Don't base it off the income of the man. Just in general, if you got a man, how much of the bills are you willing to pay? Do you want to pay?
Yeah, in general, I would probably want to pay like about 40 to 50%. Like,
that's what you want to pay.
Is that what you're willing to?
Yeah, like I know there's basically, in my mind, I categorize things. So there's people that they want a man to pay for all the bills and they just don't do anything. They want a man to pay for all the bills, but they make their own money so they can just spend their money how they want.
Okay, so let me ask you this:
Or
Do
the last
do
one, my
you
bad, the last one is that you both work and you both pay bills. So that's
okay?
That's
kind
a
of like
okay. So that's
Do
50-50.
you want to hold on, guys? Do you want to earn the same amount of your man as your man, or more than your man,
um
or less?
yeah, like either is fine, honestly, because we're both putting that money into one household. But if I could make the same or more, like that would be better, like for both of us since we're together.
Okay.
Let me
So
ask
you're
you a
fine with
question.
being with a man who you make more than. Say he makes 60,000 and you make 260,000 a year. You're fine with being with that man, and he gonna make
Damn, you gonna
60K for the rest of his life.
he stressed the hell
Yeah,
out that
like
number. I would have
cause
said 160.
right.
Like shit.
So like okay, so just speaking about me personally, I know like whenever I'm on lives and stuff, they talk about like women in general or their idea of what women want and stuff like that. I personally like even if I did make, what he said, up to 260,000 and my man's making 60 to 100,000, it doesn't really matter in my mind, like the dollar amount, like as long as we're both putting money into a household and we know what to do with our money, like because you can
Okay,
have
now,
over
let's
two
listen
hundred
to the
thousand dollars a
reality here,
year
though.
and be fucking wasting it.
Let's listen to the reality
Yeah.
here. You can't put that much into the household depending on the lifestyle you want to live based on the income you're making, though.
Okay, so hold on.
That would mean you would have
Oh,
to
go
cover
ahead.
a majority of the bills if you're making that kind of money depending on the
Mm-hmm.
lifestyle you decide to live. Can you do
Okay.
that?
Yeah, so I plan to live a very simple lifestyle, like basically how I grew up. Like I don't think I had I wasn't like poor or anything, but we did go on vacations and stuff with our family. My dad, he has a 5-bedroom house, and like we're in like a suburban neighborhood, a lot of white people out here.
What? That's
So
immaculate.
So
yeah,
your
it's
dad
good.
was definitely
So
making more than 60,000.
Okay, so hold on. Before
definitely,
this continue,
my dad
can I
makes
break
some
something down real
cybersecurity.
quick? All right, so let me break something down real quick. The average man, and this is all across America, whether people whether you choose to believe it or not, you could do the research yourself. I don't even have time to pull the sources. The average man is only making between 38,000 and 42,000 a year. That is the average. At that. So if a man is making, if a man makes anywhere over $40,000 in a year, he is touching the percentage that most the average American, whether you're white or black, it does not matter. Most average American are not seeing and touching. So
Wait, so I have a question.
yes.
Do you know how much like an E3 in the Air Force would make in a year?
And
Yes.
they make averagely about 50,000 a year. Averagely about $48,000 to $50,000 a year. That is the average of what they make a year.
No, they do
That's
not. They do not. They do
I had a
not. I'm
cousin. I
sorry.
had a cousin my cousin was in the army. That went straight to the Marines. He
No,
was
I
not
said
making that
Air
much.
Force.
Oh no, the Air Force clocks dollars.
No, no,
The Air,
no, no,
Huh?
sir. I'm a first sir. No, that's not true.
so the
I
Air
can
Force
say
don't
that's
make
not true.
more. So the Air Force don't make more than the Marines.
No, they do not.
Oh, well, I guess they've been lying to
An
me the
Air
whole time.
Force
Huh?
in E4 in the Air Force, his average income is $72,741 per year.
Wait, at E3 though. E3.
What is,
Okay, so it's probably less than that. So let's just take off
It is.
15,000.
okay, so it's roughly around 60. What you said 70,000, right? That's
I'll
what
just
the
say
E4.
55. I'll be safe and say
So
55.
so okay, averagely. Again, I was still closer to the number within 50 to 55. Regardless, 50,000, that's still basically average. So no offense, sweetheart, but you can't call a person wrong when they hit that close, when they running on numbers and statistics. That is average people, that's average citizens that's living just in the country, that's not in armed forces. We're not even making 50 to 60,000 a year.
Okay, sir, and I'm not trying to argue. The only reason I said that is because that's not realistic. I don't know what you're looking at, but I am a retiree, and I just recently retired, and I'm telling you, they don't. I know
Okay,
they don't
From the
because I
military?
am a
From the
retired.
military?
he pulled up the facts, not
Yes,
me. I gave the
I'm a
percentage.
retired. I am a retired first sergeant. They do not make that kind of money going into the military straight out of school. They're only
No,
No,
he
they
said an
make
making
less.
E3.
about E3. Okay, so the rank structure is like this: E1, E nothing to E1 is only making about $1,200 to $1,500 per pay period. That's $36,000 max a year. They're
Yes, they are
not.
low ranked. I
Then
know.
okay, so then the pay when you go to E3, if you're E1 or E2, it's about 1,500. We'll just round it off at 1,500. Then it's only gonna be $180 something more. So if it's now you're looking at 1,700. It's not as high as you think. When you start making 70 something thousand dollars in the military, you are a E5, E6 somewhere around that area. And I'm only saying that because I am a retired E8.
Okay, so what is the point bringing up the military rank?
Oh, because my boyfriend, he's in the Air Force, so I didn't even know like how much he made annually, but that's not the reason I'm with him. It's just
Okay,
because
so
for
yeah. So I mean, that's kind of what this channel is about, because we know that there are different reasons why women get with different men. Sometimes it could be money, sometimes it could be physical attractiveness, but they're willing to substitute, or what I call settle, on some things. Like, you're probably willing to settle with your man because he has a good personality and he's physically attractive to you, even though he doesn't make what you said you wanted your man to make, which is $60,000 a year. So you're willing to settle with your man based off of the fact that you're physically attracted to him, and he makes you feel good. Y'all have a vibe. So
yeah,
what I'm
There's
talking
also the
about,
fact. There's also the fact that him being in the military
That
provides
plays a
security
part.
as well. So
well, I was with
yeah.
him before he went to the military, but I don't really get with people based off of like their looks or how much they make. Like I just
How tall is your man?
basically 5'11".
Okay. Is he
That's
attractive to
Um,
you? What would you categorize him on a scale of looks, like 1 to 10?
I say 7.8.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what would you think he'll categorize you on a scale from 1 to 10?
Oh, he thinks I'm a fucking 20. He tells me all the time. I'm sorry. I
Hey,
hate to be
look,
that person that
again,
breaks the
look.
scale,
I
but
know,
not be
no,
that person, but say that he tells me I break the
and I'm
scale,
gonna
but
tell you right
I
now,
promise he does.
he's supposed to tell you that because he's
Mm-hmm.
supposed to fathom you on that level. But averagely, if you met a man, and this is just a random question, if you met a man on the street and you said grade me on a scale from 1 to 10, do you believe he would still give you that same rating?
No, but they'll give something more realistic since they're not with me. But
Okay.
yeah, they probably people all the time, like like I said earlier, like me and my family travel and stuff, or I'll be out and about
Mm-hmm.
running errands or whatever. People tell me I'm beautiful all the time, or they'll just give me
Oh,
flowers
so your man is
I think the
this
man on
light
the
skinned
street might
dude
give her a
with
high
the do
rating too,
rag?
because men lie. We
Yeah, I'm
try to
about to say,
lie.
because I was about to say, before you understand that men say women are beautiful, I done seen a nigga. Look, I knew he was lying. I knew he was lying because the girl was my cousin. She got hair on her chin. She got a low-key mustache. And he called her beautiful. And I just stared like, you ain't even got to lie to her, my nigga. You're not even going to offend me if you told her the truth. So men do lie to tell women essentially
No,
what they
look,
believe, what they want to hear.
I've seen
Not
the
saying that those
same
men aren't being
thing.
honest.
I've seen the same thing happen where, in my opinion, someone that I know or see somewhere with someone, they're not that attractive, but someone will be like, I'll be with, like, say in a group, and someone in our group, we don't think they're that attractive.
Yo, who is
They'll
that with
find
the
me.
fucking background noise, man? What the
That ain't
hell?
me.
Look, I understand the point is
You
live.
talking
So
about that beeping noise?
Yeah, that was Shorty, the elderly woman. God
Okay.
dang.
But it's just I've just seen it happen where people are hyping up somebody that is not that attractive, but that's just because beauty is subjective. So that's
it
just, I
is.
know.
Let me ask you
like,
this. Let me ask you
men's
this, because
I don't know.
I'm looking at your profile. You're pretty cute. You're in shape. Nice toned skin, whatnot. Looking at your man's here too. Let me ask you this: if your man said, "Hey, if let's just say out of nowhere, he got promoted in the military or whatever he's doing, and he started earning $120,000 a year. And he said, "Look, man, that man Reclaim Your Throne. He was on to some sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. Would you stay with him if he came, broke it down to you, was honest, upfront, straight up? He got a pay raise. He's a high value man now. Would you stay with him if he came to you with the honesty?"
No.
This is about
And it's
just the
not
man that
because-
she meets or her man.
Your man right now.
Yeah, no.
The light skinned dude with the do rag.
Okay,
Yeah,
can I ask why wouldn't you, if he's giving you all the security and he's making sure you straight, he's providing lifestyle, he love you, he care about you, why wouldn't you stay?
No, because it says something about, first of all, down at the bottom line, I feel like people have the choice to choose whether they want to be monogamous or if they want to be polygamous. Like, it's, you know, as far as mental health is based a lot on how you personally feel about your life experiences. So if you grew up and decided, like, I want to be gay, or I want to be polygamous with my relationships, or I want to be
No, that ain't the
asexual, or
same.
whatever.
That ain't the same.
All right, hold on. That's not the same. Can I say something?
That ain't
Hold
the
on. Can I
same.
say
I know
something real
it's not
quick?
the same. I know it's not the same. You can ignore
Okay,
it.
can I say something real quick just to break this down?
What if he made $1 million annually? Would that change your mind?
No,
$1 million from the man that you're with right now. You already got a connection. He comes up. He making $1 million a year.
Me saying.
Okay, hold on. Let me break it down real quick. Let me just explain it like this, because I hear, because a lot of women say no to the question. So I'll say it like this. Understand this: sex does not equate love. It has nothing to do with that. That is an act of nothing but pure lust. That is all that does for men. We can essentially move around without it because it's not nothing. We care about it. We want it, but understand we can essentially move around without it because we have to work so hard for it. So we don't equate these things with love at all. We equate what I'm willing to give, what I'm willing to do, what I'm willing to sacrifice for you. And that's what we equate with love. So if this man is still willing to give you everything he is willing to give, mind you, he's giving you his all. He's giving you the security you asked for. He gave you the family. He provided for them. He built the house for you from the ground up. He bought the land you asked for. He gave you everything you wanted. And every now and then, he goes out and take what we call a quote-unquote business trip and go fuck a bitch. You still would not stay with that man? Even though he's provided everything. Because that's the terminology what he's breaking down. Because mind you, sex is only an act of lust. It's not.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. I ain't gonna cut nobody off.
Hold on. So if I wanted to
somebody sound like they're talking out the trap phone.
Yeah, somebody sound like they're underwater.
Now this ain't no trap phone. It's not a trap phone. It's a Galaxy.
Right,
let me put my phone.
For Angel.
Yeah.
So if this man is doing all this and he provides all this and he gives you everything you want and he goes out and he fucks with a female every now and then, you would leave him based on that?
Yes, I would.
No.
Because no amount of money,
it's not the money.
Maybe
it's not the money.
It's not. Yeah, it don't matter about what you can give me. Even look, and like, I'm just not that type of person. Like, if it don't matter what, I even try to tell people this myself, like, not even with just like money, but even physical. I mostly talk about it with people I know, like, as far as physical attractiveness. Someone can be very physically attractive. You see this, they know they're physically attractive, they get a bunch of attention, and they would get, you know, very high ratings as far as how attractive they are and stuff. They can be a complete dickhead. Like, no joke. They can be a terrible person and not a good person to be with. Why would you want to be with that person just because of what it looks like?
Now hold on.
Together? Like,
again, he's not. That's not what we're saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying again. Listen to what I'm saying.
Guy.
This man's not a bad man. He takes care of you. He does not abuse you. He treats you right.
So, yeah.
He gives you the things you essentially need and the things that you believe that you want. Understand, needs and want are different. I'm going to take care of you. I'm going to give you the things that you need and provide for you. And I'll also accommodate the things you want. You want kids, you want a family, I'll give you that. You want to get married, I'll give you that. I'll love you unconditionally, I'll give you my all. But every now and then, he steps out and fucks with another female. And you're still saying you wouldn't be with him because from what you're saying is because you're bringing up looks and you're bringing up being mistreated, but he's not doing none of those things.
No,
And
no,
I'm not.
no.
You're
That
already
was
with the good
that
looking
was a
man, from what I
separate.
understand.
No, that was a separate example. That was as far as like physical attractiveness, but I was kind
Yeah.
of like equating it to be like, you know, in this like similar things like okay, I was saying that as far as their personality, they could be terrible. Okay, so say they're a good person and they're attractive, but if they're cheating on you, and they can be giving you everything you want. If they are cheating on you, they're going out being, you know, whatever. Like that's not good. Like if you don't
But if
want
he
Well, it's
tells
someone
not.
to be
you,
It's
that
not cheating
going
if
out and doing
he
that.
tells you straight up though. He's not
if
cheating.
he
He'll
tells
tell
you,
you
No,
straight
but
up.
see, look, this is where it starts. Like if you're talking to someone, say, you know, in this day, like modern times, we, you know, call dating like talking to someone. You know, you text them for some time before you actually get in a relationship with them. Like actually seal the deal. Like say, you are my boyfriend, you are my girlfriend. So yeah, because you know, back in the day when they say dating, they're like they'll go out and stuff, but that doesn't mean they're together. Like they'll just no touching, no kissing, nothing. They just talk
okay, so I'm
and
a
get to
nigga
know
from
each
back in the
other.
day, so my bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like now it's talking. So you know you'll text from the comfort of your own home. You don't have to go out and walk around with them in public and see them or whatever. You know, so if you're talking to them and they're telling you certain things, like you know, when you talk to somebody, you figure out where their headspace is at, what they're like, you know, what they would do in a relationship and stuff. Or at least if you have like focused questions, like you want to know how he would be in a relationship, so you're not suffering as a result of not like asking certain questions and stuff. So if you come to find out that he's the type of person to, you know, he wants to be with other girls at the same time he's with you and stuff, and you don't like that, then you can be like, I'm sorry, you know, you seem like a good guy and everything, like you have good intentions, but I personally am just not for that. I'm not
So
polygamous
you
or
do
whatever.
know men will tell you what you want to hear, because you understand, because he said it before. Men essentially lie to tell women what they want to hear so we can achieve what we want, and we'll slowly but surely reveal truths about ourselves. Some men don't lie, some men just don't say nothing, and other men have a habit of lying. So you do understand. I don't know how old you are. I'm going to assume that you're younger than me. I'll assume that you're born in the 90s, mid or late. With given that assumption, more or less that knowledge.
She's 21.
Okay, you're born in the and state. I mean, in the and year. Fuck. 2000 and something.
Yeah, the and.
So with knowing that you're born in the and year, boys, especially young men, will lie to get a beautiful female. They haven't conquered that level of truth. So even if a man tell you, I'm not doing nothing, understand he is still young. He's going to tell you what you believe, what he believes that you need to hear to keep you. That is what we do. I'm not man bashing. I'm not saying that all men do this. I'm just saying the majority of men are capable of these things. So if your dude came out and told you like, well, look, you know, I love you, I care about you, and I want to do this with you, but you know, I'm still curious about other females I want to deal with, but I don't want to, you know, I don't want you to go nowhere. I still want to be with you, you know, but you know, I am overseas and everything. Would you still be with him?
No, because it's like you already, first of all, you're lying. So I already don't like when someone is lying or omitting things from me, you know, but now at this point, no, I don't mean like lying.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Board, you know. Oh, okay. I was about to say there's like, you know, there's little white lies here and there, things to preserve feelings, whatever, but not issues, not serious things, you know, and like, don't already get in a relationship with me. Like just to get in a relationship with me, you say certain things that I like and whatnot. You put up this facade, and then later on, I find out true colors and stuff. And obviously, like I ask a lot of questions, and I can, like I'm studying.
Okay, so
in school, so
yeah,
like,
so let me ask you this: which man loves you more, the one that lies to you, or the ones that tells you the truth up front?
Ooh, shit.
Which one loves me more, the ones that lie to me or the ones that tell me the truth up front?
Now, before you answer this question, you want to really think about this one, because that's some cold shit right there. And I don't want you to get it wrong, because I'm putting a lot of faith in you, and baby.
I just feel like it depends on what you're lying about, because like I said, if it's something like that's not that big a deal, like something to preserve your feelings that you really could.
No, we're talking about sexual variety. He lies about point number one, which says sexual access and sexual variety is essential to a man's mental health. Which one loves you more, the one that lies about it or the one that tells you the truth?
What man cares about you more? The man that's gonna tell you like, look,
I'll say the one that
female.
tells you. I'll say the one that tells you, because at that point he's giving you the choice to either stay with him or walk away. So at that point, the ball's in your court. If
So
you're
why
gonna
leave
stay
the man
with
that
him
care
and
about you
deal
the
with that.
most because he chooses to fuck a female every blue moon?
Because it's a different
Watch the
type of,
profanity,
it's
please.
not
Yes, sir. I apologize.
No, you good.
a different type of like regard for that person. Like I feel like there's a little bit of a difference between caring for someone, like deeply caring for someone, like, you know, as if you're with them and not lying to them about sexual stuff, and having a regard for them and like their safety and stuff. Because if you're messing with other women and you don't know their sexual history and stuff like that, you know, that's dangerous for you. That's something that's life threatening. So if they at least have enough regard and respect for you to let you know that, and then, like I said, give you the choice to walk away from that point, then that, you know, I can respect that. But someone that lies and now I don't know anything about it, I could be in danger if I'm still with you and having sex. Like that's a
Okay,
no-go.
so this is my final question, and then we're gonna wrap it up here. I'll give you guys a chance to have the last word. My question is for Angel here. Is sexual access and sexual variety essential to your man's mental health? Okay, your man specifically. Do you think that sexual access and sexual variety is or is not essential to your man's mental health?
No. Sexual access, yes, to me. Sexual variety, no. Because like I said, with the way he is, he really he values me a lot. He values, you know, monogamy. Like he gets insecure that, you know, because I have male friends, that I'm gonna run off with one of my
Oh,
male
you
friends.
have male friends?
Yeah.
Oh God.
That's gonna be
Look.
another topic for another time, big dog.
I was
Yeah,
about to
you was
say
gonna
that's
ask
a whole
the
another can
question.
of worms. But yeah, you know, just with the way he is naturally, he just
I would say if
you
you
know,
love
apple
that
of his
man,
eye,
you need
like,
to. I would say if you love that
You
man
might
and
want
he
to get
doesn't
rid of
like
them
you,
male friends.
yeah, he doesn't like you. He doesn't like you with the male friends. Then you need to get rid of him,
Get rid
because
of
I'm gonna
them.
tell you right now, your male friends want to smash you, point blank.
no,
Are
I
you aware
mean,
of that?
this is how good
Are you
we
are
are.
you
We've
are you
already
aware that
divulged.
your male friend? Hold on, ma'am. Are you aware that your male friends want to have intercourse with you?
No, she believes that they're all her friends and that they don't want to do none of
No,
that because they're the homies.
no, this is what I believe about my male friends, that even if they do, they have enough respect for me that is never a line that they cross. Like they don't never say out their mouth or go lead the conversations that we have in that direction where they want to do stuff like that, you know, because they know I have a boyfriend. Like I said, they do, and this is from, you know, experience. Like they, you know, over time I see this. They have respect for me, you know, so I
Okay,
feel safe talking to
can
them.
I piggyback off that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something about men, and it's only one way I can really equate this for anybody to truly understand. Wolves will lie in wait to pounce on something real quick, real fast. They have no problem with lingering, stalking, none of that. Male friends are the equivalent of a pack of wild wolves. They will linger around and wait for the dominant male to venture off, or until he's completely out the picture, and boom, I got action. That's how men operate. It's weird and it's maybe kind of creepy if you don't understand it, but that's how men initially operate. We don't do well with other males. We only do well with the males we grow up with, and we don't really introduce them to our girlfriends and things as such like that. So don't believe they won't cross the line. They just waiting to cross the line. That's all.
Yeah.
They just waiting. You like a brand new fawn out there, and they just like, look at him. They just like, look at her. We can't wait. Soon as he leave, it's over.
Yeah, she said she got a call, so we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Reese, you did great, man. Where can people find you? What are your last words?
You can find me on this TikTok at Reese the God. You can also look me up on Facebook at Tyler Durbin. And my last words, do I believe that sexual access is essential to a man's mental health? Yeah, I do. With the things that men go through just on a general basis, it has nothing to do with love for us. It has more to do with, can I still do it? Because the one we choose to settle down with, that's going to be the one we choose to literally, when I say this, spend our life with and give it all. Because the last thing we can give you is our last name. And once we've done everything we wanted to do, we really wanted, only thing we want to do in the end is just essentially settle down. So all the going out and even dealing with other females, it's all temporary for men. believe it or not, no matter what a man say, it's all temporary because we're not going to be young forever. Eventually, we're going to look to somebody to want to just sit down and talk to about everything we've experienced together. But if you get up and you leave because I decided to dig off in a yard somewhere, then the cycle I'm going to just continue. It's not going to stop. It's not going to change who I am. It's not going to change the man's nature. So my new words is understand men.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, shout out to Reese, the guide. He did great. We appreciate him joining the panel. I would just say, Reese, you know, your smoke detector kept beeping. Just get that 9-volt battery and fix it. You know what I'm saying? Switch the battery. Shout out to Kevin Samuels, the Godfather. But you already know what it is. Hey, you can find me at Reclaim Your Throne on YouTube. You can also find me, or it's hashtag Reclaim Your Throne on YouTube. You can find me at Reclaim Your Throne on Instagram. You already know what we're doing. We always talking about dating. I'm actually still live on YouTube. I'll wrap it up on YouTube as well. But shout out to TikTok. Hopefully they keep this joint up so I can repost it. But you already know what it is, man. It's your boy Reclaim Your Throne. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. Send your relationship questions to the email down below in the description box of all my YouTube videos. You already know y'all need to be on your market name with the BS. You already know. Reclaim Your Throne. Peace. Have a great night. Great discussion. Great panel.
Want to become an elite level athlete? Well, look no further. The Reclaim Your Throne Elite D1 training course is all you need to take your performance from subpar to the creme de la creme of athletes all around the world. The purpose of this course is to give you a comprehensive weight training, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance program that is meant to prepare young athletes for collegiate and professional sports. This course is packed with over 2 hours of creative, action-packed lifts narrated and coached by yours truly to assure increased strength, speed, flexibility, recovery, and endurance. Hey, I get it. Training alone can be tough and can even make you feel misguided or somewhat unmotivated. But with this course, I walk you step by step through each and every lift to make sure you're using the proper form to prevent injuries and that you're hitting the correct muscle groups to render maximum results. So what are you waiting for? It's now or never. So go ahead and get the training course today so you too can reclaim your throne.